Hi, it's Alejandro for the Audio Brewers. And in this video, we would like to talk about the different levels of immersion that you can achieve in audio, all the way from mono to stereo to immersive audio. Additionally, we're super excited to introduce a new abstract concept we have been working on for the past months, which we like to call impressionism in immersive audio. Let's get started. The first and most important dimensional plane will be the omnidirectional plane, which means everything. Generally speaking, we have 2 ears and we can always hear everything with our 2 ears. And if we were to use an omnidirectional microphone, it will record everything without really giving us any information on where each sound is coming from. But of course, we have 2 ears. So what if we could record exclusively what exists on the left side and on the right side of our acoustic field, and then use this information and combine it with what we have on the omnidirectional plane? Using phase differences, we will be able to send to the left ear what exists on the left side and to the right ear what exists on the right side. This, in a nutshell, is the way the mid-side recording technique works. However, the mid-side recording technique doesn't use an omnidirectional signal, but instead a cardioid one, because on the mid-side recording technique, we're only interested in what's in front of us 180 degrees. But of course, our hearing is much more complex than that. There is not only the width plane, which is the left and the right that we already talked about, but there is also the depth plane, which is what's happening in front and behind us, and the height plane, which is what's happening above and below us. So if we were to combine all that information with our omnidirectional plane, we will be able to decode exactly where a sound source is located around us. And this is exactly what the ambisonics recording technique is all about. There are no baked speakers in an ambisonics recording because we have the whole spheric recording, and it is us, the ones who decide where we want to listen the source from. Now let's explore a much more abstract concept than a simple where is this sound coming from. What if we could use all these dimensional planes and use them to create or process sounds that don't really carry any location information and don't necessarily have to do anything with each other? And then we will just feed all these sounds to our ambisonics decoder so that it just processes them. An ambisonics decoder is just a dumb algorithm that is just solving mathematical formulae. What will the result be, and how will our brain interpret it? And this effect is what we like calling impressionism in immersive audio. Because just like impressionist painters will use colors and light to create feelings beyond realism, we're using dimensional acoustic planes to create psychoacoustic effects beyond realism. So in a stereo setup, this translates to an abstract pseudo-binaural sound, and in an immersive setup like a Dolby Atmos array, it's hard to explain what the results are. You can hear the effects all around you without really getting any information regarding their location. It just fills all your acoustic field in unique ways. You really have to experience it to understand it. Finally, because the computer is assuming that you are feeding it ambisonic signal, you can of course apply three-dimensional transformations to it, manipulating or enhancing your sound at different dimensional levels. And this is what we call impressionism in immersive audio. Thanks for watching.